2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carry now for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Tua, a give. This is Howard. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He finds his target. It's Crowder. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25.
Good.
Big play there for New England. 52 yards. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Crowder's got it over the middle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This will be taken at the 10. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted by the Dolphins.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And his throw here's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sideline. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa able to get this to Gordon. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Complete.
The end result, 21 yards.
1st and goal, Miami.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
And goal.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one of it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 14-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
The kick is good.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 26-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And Charles, White touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing. It's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Gesicki. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's caught by Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Miami.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Gordon. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there. Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1. And oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points. You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now. They don't want to go out and punt it away again. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to go down again.
Tagovailoa sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the pressure gets to him again. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
To number 43.
Throwing again is Newton. Flush to his right. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
6-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
Tagovailoa.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lorenzo Carter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defense. Teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one?
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. third touchdown pass of this first half. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
He's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Complete to Mike Gesicki. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Tua now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Dolphins. 42 yards.
42 yards on the play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Newton. He's able to find Wallace. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Powers through. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. Dolphins.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
2 and now on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A gain of 6 there on first. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Open man left side is Wallace, complete.
That's good.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He's going to loft one, deep left. That's caught inside the 20.
That's good.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Shaq Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
The kick is
well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Patriots to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st and 10.
It took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted by the Dolphins.
This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
There on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
on second down, Wilkinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carried by number 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a throw here to his... Running back. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 1st down, Wilkinson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Kyle Duggar.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Jordan Howard unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. On 1st down, it's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So now here come the Dolphins. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Tua going to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
Tua sets up to pass it. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From midfield, here's Tua. Able to get this to Gordon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Complete to John.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, Bob
Tua hit, and the ball is out.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Cam Newton sacked.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to let it go again. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
57, Mike 57. I got you, son.
2 and now on 1st down. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Complete to Mike Gesicki.
Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike, and that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again. Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
1st down, Miami.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Intended for Jamison.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Stephon Gilmore.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to pass. Tua. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
The second down pass.
Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Tagovailoa sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's 3rd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point out.
Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
A loss of 8 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And able to connect with Barrios. He's at the 30, the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, here's Tua. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. One final try for Tagovailoa, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Devontae Parker. Incomplete.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43.